Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Eliza and this is my channel Liza Lou's Life. This vlog is all about Palawan and how we got here. So first of all, we got a flight from Manila to Puerto Princecsa. We spent one night in Puerto Princecsa with Blue Lagoon Suites and then we headed to Port Barton. And we stayed in Port Barton for 3 nights, and on the bus on the way to Port Barton we actually met a local tour guide called BORDS. Him and his family were on the bus and he was telling us all about what tours he does. So we actually booked an island tour and a land tour with him, which was really fun, and I definitely recommend booking with him. I will leave his details in the description below. We messaged him via WhatsApp, so message him there, and he's a really cool guy, and you go out with his wife and his kid as well, and it's just like probably one of the nicest tours I've done. It was like it was a small group of people, so there wasn't loads of people, so you got like special attention, like taken care of really well. We also stopped off for lunch at a place and we got like fried fish and fresh fruit, and it was like amazing. Like the fish had been barbecued and grilled, and it was just really good food. Like definitely one of my favourite kind of lunches that I've had on a tour, and there was a lot of food too, which is obviously always a bonus. On the island hopping tour, we went to lots of different snorkeling spots. We saw lots of cool fish. We even saw a turtle. We saw starfishes. The water was so blue as well, so even if you don't see anything, chances of that are very unlikely. It's amazing to just be swimming in and around that area. And the weather is, well, we were very lucky. The weather was insane. In the evening, we then went to this reggae bar, which was really cool. And it's a really good atmosphere there. The graffiti and the artwork around the room is really nice. Live music is really good. It's a band and some of them are like rastas, so it's really kind of cool to see. So the second day, we decided to do another tour with BORDS. This was a land tour, so you go around on a motorbike all around the island and you stop off at different places. So you go to Long Beach, which I think is 14 kilometers long. You go to White Beach, and there's lots of like different viewpoints as well. I think the tour is about 6 hours in total, so you can imagine the pain on your arse because you're just sat on the back of a motorbike for most of the day. So it does kind of hurt, but it's definitely worth it because you see the most incredible views and it's just a really lovely experience. Oh, and you also go in and see a waterfall as well, which again was really nice because there wasn't many tourists there, so you actually got to experience a waterfall instead of hearing loads of people screaming, and you got to be able to take a good photo as well without loads of people being in the background, which I personally think is always a good thing. So we then ended our tour with some fresh coconut. So I don't actually know if this was part of the tour or BORDS did this for us personally, because we said we wanted to try some like fresh coconut. So he took us to this like local beach hut, which was really cool because there was a man and his wife there, and he actually climbed up the tree for us and like cut the coconut off. it came down, and like he came back down with it. His wife then got this like massive like sword thing almost, and she cut it open for us, and we had fresh coconut and we drank it and then we ate it afterwards. But it was so cool, like how we just witnessed a man climb up a tree to get us this coconut, and it was like so fresh and it was so nice, and like the whole atmosphere of it was just really pretty cool. Like Port Barton is just honestly so beautiful. So if you are heading to Palawan, and people tend to go to El Nido, definitely stop at Port Barton on the way. It is just like a small little area in a small town, but it's really cool. So the next day we then headed to El Nido by bus. We spent 2 nights in El Nido in Friends Hostel. Charlie and I both wished that we had stayed longer in El Nido as there was so much to do, and I actually ended up getting sunstroke from the motorbike tour because I didn't reapply my sun cream enough, which was silly of me. I thought I had, but I hadn't. So I ended up having sunstroke for one of the days in El Nido, so that was a complete write-off. So we did actually have a tour booked, but obviously because of the sunstroke I couldn't go on it, and I would have just made myself feel even worse than what I did in the first place. So I'd definitely go back to El Nido if I was to do the Philippines again, which I definitely will. So yeah, we didn't do that much, and then the second day it rained quite a lot. So we actually just went to really nice places to eat in and around El Nido. There was the most amazing cafes, which I will put here, and restaurants. So I definitely recommend going to these places. I know they aren't Filipino food, but they were nice, and it was nice, and I hadn't had Western food in a while, so I think you can give me the benefit of the doubt. I was allowed to have pizza and Greek food and sushi, so yeah, don't hate me for that, please. After El Nido we then got a ferry to Coron, where we learned how to do our open water scuba diving course and advanced open water course. I'm going to do a separate video on Coron, and hopefully that will be up soon. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video of what we got up to in Palawan. It was honestly one of my favourite destinations we went to. It was so beautiful. Everyone is so friendly there. There's lots of solo travellers as well, especially in El Nido. So if you're going solo travelling, definitely go to that place, and definitely stay at Friends because they're really sociable there, and you can meet a great bunch of people. All the tours are like included in the hostel. So the tour that we had booked on that we weren't able to go on, they actually offer you like a free shot at the end of the tour with all the friends that you've made, which is really nice, and it just makes it a bit more like friendly and like a nicer environment, because obviously if you're soloing then you want to meet people. So yeah, please like, subscribe and comment. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next video of Coron. Bye!